Hello and welcome to episode 100 of the Foals on the Hill podcast. We have made it.
We did it. Together we made it.
Together we made
Shit,
it.
we did it. It feels like bloody ages since we've had this episode 100 looming over us. Feels good to finally be here.
Don't it just, fella?
Could be
Don't
said.
just-
It could be said.
It could be said we've been planning this for what feels like about 2 months. So
100 episodes, I reckon.
Prepare for absolutely no increase in quality.
No. Perhaps a decrease. Who knows?
Probably. But it feels like a while since we've recorded. Liam has a question.
I did some quick math. It seems to have taken us a long time for a weekly podcast to get to 100 episodes. Been doing this for what, 6 years?
Yeah. We like our breaks, don't we? You know.
We like to take
we
a
have.
break. Yeah.
Yeah. We've probably been doing it about 2.5 years, I'd reckon.
That's sickening, that.
I think we started in November, so yeah, we'll
Did
probably.
we start in 2020?
Yeah.
Was it?
November time. I think so. But I don't think we released an actual podcast until 2021. I think they were practice pods.
That could be
I
true.
don't know.
All
But
available
we did
online.
because we did a Christmas one. Who cares? But the question I would like to start us off with is, what are we drinking? And
Oh, still doing it.
I'm gonna go to Liam
Oh, you should
because he always drinks the same
Oh.
thing.
Well, you may say that about me.
Sonic with the back of his head.
Fucking Scrooge McDuck. It's a fair thing you've said there. Though today it's not true because I forgot to buy
Though.
Guinness. And so I'm drinking the red stripe that was just in the fridge.
Wow. Is that a pint can?
It is a pint can. It feels unwieldy big.
I've never seen a red stripe that big.
It's so big. I mean, look at that. Yanni, you've seen this.
I'm
before.
used to that image. Yeah.
It feels unnaturally large. It really does. For comparison
Not
to Mike.
Words I've heard coming out them lips before.
But it kind of fits the theme of today, maybe. I don't know.
Tell me, how does it fit the thing?
Yeah, come on. Spill the beans, fella.
It's kind of island vibes,
Island vibes, right? Okay, that's what you're getting at.
Island vibes.
Cal and Yanni, he'll ask himself.
Who?
What are we drinking?
What are we drinking, brother? Art thou?
We're drinking
Where art thou?
Liam's juice.
Liam's
The black
juice,
stuff.
Liam's juice.
and delivered.
Wales.
Liam's juice, just on top though. The rest is Guinness.
Yeah.
It really does look like that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Happy days.
It's a bit dark, that mate.
Oh.
What you need to sort out your diet.
I'm talking more the glass. I am upset that both of you enjoy a nice
Whoa.
Guinness.
Yeah,
And I'm
fantastic
not.
stuff.
Just the chances that both of you had one.
I know.
Now,
And I
I
saw
went
him
to
in the shop
Sainsbury's.
yesterday. Charlotte,
Yeah.
I'm still speaking. I saw him in the shop yesterday and thought I need to pick them up, but they were £5 for 4 cans. And the cost of fucking living, or what? It's really starting to affect
Yeah.
some of us at the bottom, and I just
Yeah.
couldn't pick them up.
The bottom.
$5.50 these were. So it was £10 for 12, but I'm moving house soon, so I didn't think I'd be having 12 anytime soon. So
To celebrate.
I can't be fucked. I've got enough to move. Anyway, we are a music podcast.
No.
It happens
So do.
to be
No.
a fact.
Says who?
And one of us has indeed done something music related this week, haven't we?
Truly, isn't it magical
I
that
don't know.
He's
on
done
a
the- he's
music
done the music.
podcast I have attended the most prestigious, the most well sought after, and the greatest musical festival of them all? Liam, your face is so scary to look at then. That's right, I attended Glastonbury. And
Completely.
boys, completely, mate, it was fantastic.
Was it everything you dreamt it would be?
More
And more.
and more for reasons we've already been into, but yeah, it was very good. I was also working. I'll keep that part brief, but so I didn't get to see every single person there at the festival. Although that would have also been impossible had I not been working.
Millions of people there, aren't there? I've seen
There's,
every single
yeah, there's a
person.
lot of people there. Yeah. But highlights for me were definitely Blossoms and Rick Astley covering the Smiths. That was probably the best that
Wow.
happened, if I'm honest. Least favourite I saw, Guns N' Roses, left after half an hour. Partly to go see Lana Del Rey, who was late, and was cut off at 12 o'clock,
Right.
which was quite funny to watch. And all the people who definitely don't normally smoke that much, who were smoking in the crowd because Lana Del Rey was out, getting upset about it, booing,
Running out of ciggies.
running out of cities. Indeed, she had to get escorted off stage by security. Arctic Monkeys were good, although they just played the same set list essentially that we'd seen before, Cal. And Elton
They did.
John, well, goodbye Norma Jean, eh?
Everyone's
He was
hurting.
great. He was really good.
He I heard he had a bunch of. I haven't seen his set, but a birdie told me, and I
Birdie?
heard that there was a bunch of special guests with Mr. John.
There was most notably, and for some reason I completely forgot how to say his name properly. Brandon Flowers? Yeah.
Yeah, very obscure. To be fair.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Is it Brandon Flowers or Brandon
For some reason,
Flowers?
I had Brendan in my head.
Flyers.
No, not the flowers part.
Flowers. Oh, it is Brandon, yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Flowers. Who else was there? I thought
Rina Sawayama.
Rina. Yeah, he brought out some other fella, but that was before I got there. And then one other person. Oh, Dua Lipa was meant to play, but she wasn't there.
Jupla Pope.
And
what
that
did-
Jupla Pope.
What did Mr. Flyers play with him?
I can't remember.
I think it was Tiny Dancer. I think.
Yes, it was Tiny Dancer.
Okay.
It was Tiny Dancer. Yeah, that memorable. No, it was very good to be fair.
Slow build, isn't it?
Slow build, but yeah, no, Elton was fantastic, and I've heard that was his last ever UK performance.
Oh, you said that for about 40 years.
But if it was, then what a way to go out. If you follow me on the socials, well, particularly Instagram, you'll see all the stuff that I put on. And Carl said he's going to make a TikTok, although I feel like we're past it now.
No, I'll do
Be
it.
ready for next Glasto. I'll get you.
Yeah.
I'll get you pumped for Glasto 2024.
Yeah, we should all go.
Oh yeah, great point.
We should all go.
Yeah, perfect. That means it's gonna happen now. It's put into the
Yeah.
universe, and that's it. I mean, I'm 100%. I was, up for it this year with you. The stars did not align. However, next year, 100%. Nothing's stopping me
Yes.
now.
And then
We'll
after
see,
that
but-
year, it's a break, so we have to make the most of it for next year.
Cause havoc. They won't
no-
be ready for us, lads.
Annoyingly, though, we probably wouldn't be all getting our breaks at the same time, and I'd definitely cry if I was on my own in Glastonbury Field.
Carl, you'll
the
make a
farm.
friend.
I mean, I'm very socially awkward.
We'll
usually.
try and get tickets, I
interview
meant.
with Superstar.
I've tried to get tickets for like the last 5 years.
Try harder, you bitch.
I always forget to
anyway.
fucking
Possible endeavour.
register.
Anyway, that was not really my Glasto thing, but I was told to keep it brief. Not really, but I was.
PG.
You did alright. Yeah, you did alright.
I'm PG.
Is there anything that Callum and I, as spectators, wanted to talk about? I've barely seen anything, if I'm honest. But
Fucking pointless then. Queens of the Stone Age sounded good.
asked you.
Well, you said Callum and me and myself or something that was grammatically
Right,
correct.
you're taking too long now.
Queens of the Stone Age were good. If you haven't seen their set, Yanni, I advise going to watch it.
Yeah. Did I say on a voice note to you before when I was walking down to Elton I heard them play?
No.
Yeah, you
Well,
did.
I heard them
You
play.
definitely did.
Okay. And they
Oh.
sounded great. I've not watched the thing on iPlayer, but I will be doing.
You should do. It was very good.
I will.
Yeah, Blossoms and Rick were great. I can't remember who else I watched. So yeah, it's pretty much
I
it.
saw Billy No Mates. That's the only one I've watched in full, I think, actually. To be honest, she was great.
Is it still up?
Got a lot of flack. Yeah, I believe the performance is. Well, I don't know, actually. I'm not sure.
I think
She
it was
asked for
specifically requested to be taken down from Six Music.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
it was the social media posts that she was getting a lot of
Mm.
flack from, which is a massive load of bollocks.
Yeah,
Because she was great. She did great. Because that's what she is in a solo act.
Because she was doing a set.
Dances around
basically.
and sings and did a great job of doing her set. So, I don't know, people are knobheads. I'm trying to think if I saw anything else. No.
Oh, I don't have a time. I tried to go and see a Confidence Man DJ set. Didn't realise it was a DJ set till I got there. Confidence Man were very not confident. They weren't there. Well, they were, but it was very hidden. The people that you expect to see were not there in full view, and it was a massive queue. The only fucking tent that there was a queue to get into, everything else just walk in. That was the only one, so I had to stand around. Many other people did, not just me on my own, on the fence perimeter around the tent. But it was all right. That was when I actually bought those really strong drinks, and I sent you a voice note.
Oh yeah.
I watched back a video I sent you from the first night, and my God, what a state I was in.
You were messy.
Yeah.
Messy.
Messy.
Well, I think that's. Thank you for sharing, Yanni. Appreciate that.
It's all right. We've got something very special lined up. This is what we've been planning for a long ass time.
Yeah, boy.
There is a slight structure to this.
What?
Oh, that never goes down well.
I don't like structures, mate. We should just free fall.
The structure being that Callum's going to go first. This is a section that we have very quickly decided is going to be called Watlian,
Castaway Records.
which of course stands for. Oh, Cal, you go first.
Well, so I mean, this is a completely new concept for anybody who is unaware of. I mean, you can't be unaware of something that's new. We are going to go through 5 albums that we would want to be with us upon a desert island. We're also going to talk about a TV show
You could say.
and potentially a luxury item. What?
You could say 5 album discs that we'd like
Oh.
on Desert Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. While we're Castaway,
Yeah.
what records, you know?
Exactly.
It's all-
Wilson.
Exactly. But the aforementioned structure that Yanni touched upon.
Alluded to.
Yes. We're going to start with TV show. Now, we've
Slash
all...
film.
Oh, have we? Oh.
Did
I
we all
thought
do
just
TV shows
decided on-
though?
Yeah, I thought we decided. I think was it.
Bollocks! Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's fine.
We've been back and forth in the group chat, and we've all prefaced that none of us are going to pick It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia because, I mean, we all love the show. I don't think any of us loves it more than the other, although Liam will claim to. That's just who he is.
I found it first. So it's
yeah, you did.
natural. It's natural, isn't it?
Me and
Full
you
of
watched the
phrases.
whole first series while Lewis was asleep in your spare bedroom, which was quite antisocial.
Did we?
We'd been to
Sounds like
Waterloo Weatherspoons, which, might I say, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
Wetherspoons.
great.
It's very nice, yeah.
Really good. Queen's Picture House, I think it's called. Or
Beautiful.
something like that. Yeah, Always Sunny. It's the obvious pick. That's why none of us are doing it because this would be very boring otherwise, wouldn't it? But
Coward's way out, really. isn't it?
very much a part of all of our lives and bodies.
I've still got that
secret-
DVD
secret.
jammed up there.
Yep, that's what I was talking about. But yeah, really
Width
you know,
ways too.
unbelievable series, so much variety throughout. And I think if we were on a desert island, which Callum could last at least a year, so he
And a
needs
half.
something year and a half. He specified
And a year and a half,
earlier.
yeah.
It would be great for any of us, but we're not doing Always Sunny. And Callum, you've got an actual pick, have you?
I do have an actual pick, and I've been going back and forth between. Well, every one of my picks has been going back and forth. But for my TV show, I've landed on How I Met Your Mother. It was between this and The Simpsons, which probably would have been the better option just for variety, but a lot of that is pretty shit. So I've gone with How I Met Your Mother because it just makes me happy. The ending is fucking atrocious,
Oh
but
yeah. Oh yeah.
but we move. I didn't think you'd seen it.
I've seen the ending.
I think I've seen the end.
Then I've seen it all.
What?
I feel like I've
Well,
seen
the
it
whole
somewhere.
thing is how I Met Your Mother, and he tells you in the last one, so you get your answer, don't you?
Yeah, that should have happened about 2 series before. and then
Well, it probably
got-
should have happened in the first episode. I mean, why drag it on for that long? It's How I Met Your Mother. That's all I'm there for.
Watch the show and you'll understand. But Jason Segel, absolute
Jason Segal,
diamond of a man. I don't think it's ever been pronounced Segal.
Sick.
like Steven Seagal.
No, yeah, but
It's
he
his
doesn't
son, innit?
pronounce it like that. Yeah, he's fantastic. It's just a great show. It's very funny, very easy watching, and nothing else to do on this place I've been cast away to. So I may as well just have some.
The thing that I want to know,
Visual
though,
Seagull,
Calvin,
yeah.
you know, you're on a desert island. How the fuck are you going to watch this?
Well, we'll talk about my luxury item later.
DVD player.
Fuck it. Fuck off generator. Last a year and a half.
That's funny.
But yeah, that's my.
I feel like that's
my
a
TV show.
I'm happy for you, mate. I know you've loved that TV show for a long time, as long as I've
I
known
have.
you.
I have.
It feels like a poor pick.
Well, it's one that is heavily rotated.
How many seasons are there?
9.
Okay, there's quite a lot. I didn't think it was that long. Sorry.
There's like 250 odd episodes, I think.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll let you have that.
Okay.
I'm glad.
You're allowed.
But yeah, so my first album. Well, no, I'll talk about an Oni Mensch first. We like an Oni Mensch in the Foals HQ, and it didn't make the cut because it's not one of my favourite 5 albums. I think it would have fit the vibe very nicely, and that is Kings of Leon, Come Around Sundown.
Nice.
I just think it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
It just would have put me at ease, and you know, the sundown part of the day would have been very apt.
It definitely crossed my mind, that album. It didn't even make
Yeah.
the top 10, but it was a
Well,
fault.
A certain Kings of Leon album did cross my mind. It wasn't that one, but that's a very good Oni man.
Yeah, I was also torn between Because of the Times, which is actually my favourite Kings of Leon album, but I thought this one just fit the vibe better. But my first choice is the Beatles with Revolver. This was probably the one that would have come out for Kings of Leon, but then I obviously reminded myself of the track list and thought, yeah, it's better, innit? This is home to my favourite Beatles record, single.
Yellow
Song.
Submarine.
No, but 5 points to Gryffindor for whoever can name it.
What's the fucking Tomorrow Never Knows? No.
Liam, your chance.
For no one.
No, fucking hell, this was dry.
I mean, there
What
are
is it?
14 songs on this album.
Here, there, and everywhere.
That's not your favourite. I've never heard you listen to
Your
that.
favourite Beatles song?
That's my favourite Beatles song.
No, I mean you're lying
It's
to yourself. Here.
arguably one of my favourite songs of all time. I absolutely fucking love that song. I think that is Paul McCartney at his finest.
Well, let's move on.
But yeah, I think this album just has a bit of everything. It's got the most George on for the Beatles. I'd probably skip Yellow Submarine. I'm not going to lie to you. But at the same time, fantastic album. I love it. It's my favourite Beatles one. And I love the Beatles. So yeah.
Nice. We'll let you have that one. How is this? What's this bringing to the table for you on your desert island?
Yeah, what kind of mood are you going to be in besides absolute panic and dread because you're alone on this island?
Well, no, he's lasting at
about
least a year and a half. And I assume at that point he's only
got-
dying by like a comet or something. It's absolutely nothing of his. It's not his fault.
Nah, I've gone into full Craven the Hunter mode at this point. I can just pinpoint a fly that's a mile away and just.
But then you
throw it
die.
with chopsticks. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Well, you
It's
become,
everyone's
you
time
become
at
so
some point, isn't
smart
it?
that you kind of. It's like a robot, and then.
Do you
they
know
kill themselves.
specific? Is it like really precise year and a half, or like just roughly like
to the minute, mate.
2 minutes?
To the
That's just my
minute.
time.
What time?
It's just my time.
What time would you want to die in that year and a half? It's getting deep, innit?
4:43 in the morning, in the AM, just before sunrise. I don't think I could.
So you'd be asleep.
Are you
No,
awake?
I'd be awake. But I also.
You're
don't
awake at
think-
that time.
I'm on a fucking desert island. I'm not.
Yeah, but you want to
kipping,
get
am I?
some kip eye, don't you?
I'm not kip. I'm
Kip eye.
Kip eye.
Shut
ain't
eye.
really.
Shut eye. Kipping.
I mean, that's not
Yeah, but
really
if
going down
he-
well.
But he's on a desert island. Assuming he's sleeping on the beach. He's not built a shelter because he's fucking Craven the Hunter.
For a year and a half, he's been without shelter. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but no, it's summertime, so he's just sleeping on the beach for a bit. And he's living to the sun here. So if the sun's about to rise, he's woken up about 10 minutes earlier, and he's like
Living to the Sun sounds like such an early 2000s indie record album name, doesn't it?
really fucking good one. So he's living to the sun. He's just woken up. It's 4:43, was it?
It was AM.
Okay.
He's just woken up and he immediately dies.
Well, we're talking,
Yeah.
it's 4:40. It's 4:37. Okay.
What?
You've just woken up.
Go for a
probably not-
piss.
but before you die.
Well, who doesn't need a? I don't know. I'm gonna die. Who doesn't need a piss in the morning?
You
That's the
just
first
said
thing
it-
I do.
Is it?
I wake
Scratch me
up.
arse
That's definitely not the
first,
first
but-
thing
I
do.
wake up before that, mate.
Yeah.
Clearly, I have a weaker bladder than you two. But yeah, I wouldn't want to die before like mid sunrise. That would depress me.
Okay. And so, what are you doing? What song are you listening to? You listen to a song from this album?
Probably not.
Okay.
I wouldn't say this was a morning album. But then again, I mean, Taxman. That'd start your day right, wouldn't it? But no, I can imagine myself going crabbing. Just get a little.
So it's
just get a little nip.
4:39.
Fucking
You've got your
hell.
line. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crabbing
I
got a
on,
plastic
on an
bucket.
island.
I'm going crabbing on an island. Yeah,
Well, just scuttling around. You just fucking spear the fuckers.
me and the crabs are one.
Stamp on them.
I'm not killing them. I'm putting them back. This is just purely for entertainment.
Wait, just giving them a bit of bacon for the sake of it.
Where's
Where
he
the
getting
hell am I getting a
bacon
pig?
from? Fucking hell.
It's an island. It's not a
Well,
farm.
You crab with
Yeah.
bacon.
Castaway
don't you?
Farm
Oh, sorry, I
Records.
forgot we were on a fucking island. You're giving them
God.
coconut or whatever.
Oh, I can't get them bastards open. Have you seen my arms?
Alright, what's your next album?
I get stung by a jellyfish and die at 4:43 a.m. after a year and a half of solitude.
Mid-wank. Next.
No wanking on the crabs.
You're wanking with the crabs, right?
With the-
Absolutely.
However you imagine that.
Yeah, my next choice is Silent Alarm by Bloc Party. I do think this edition was probably when I was going through my Bloc Party obsession. This, if we did this in 4 months' time, might not have been on it, but it's a fucking fantastic album. And spoiler alert: the next three aren't really the most upbeat. So I think this one would.
Oh, they have been so far.
Well, it's just a really fucking fun year and a half for your album.
Yeah, well, this album's got more than enough bangers to keep me
Yeah,
entertained
really
for
positive
18 months.
party tunes.
Yeah, Bloc Party tunes.
There's no fucking Robin on here, is there?
Have you got Robin in yours? Yeah, it's just a great album. I got this on record today, actually.
Okay,
Big
yeah.
up
you
Ronnie
take
from
that with
Up
you
North
when you does it
Records.
home.
Up north.
I'm not taking a record player, Yanni. There's no plugs.
Trying to catch you out and you got me.
You could just spin it yourself, though. You could. You could
Get a crab's
definitely.
pincer. And
Yeah, yeah, Vince.
You can hear them when you like just put your ear to it, can't you? So if you just get in close and
Can you?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
if
a
you
conch
play
play a
shell.
record without speakers, you
You hear the
can hear it.
sea.
Have you never noticed that?
I don't tend to go up to a record and fucking start twatting it next to my ear, to be honest.
Well, the next time you put a record
Well-
on, don't plug it in and just listen
Just-
closely
just
to the
whiz it.
player. Oh well, no, sorry, don't plug it into speakers. I mean, let it play. You'll be able to hear. You can hear the resonance from the needle and the record. Or yeah, you put a conch to it, and then it's gonna come out the whole nuts. Gramophone.
Aww.
So
Depends what you
silent
listen to,
alarm.
though.
Silent Alarm.
Silent alarm.
Did you have anything you wanted to ask?
You
No,
want-
absolutely not.
you
Move
want-
on.
Go on, say next.
Next, I've got Gang of Youths with Angel in Real Time.
Nice.
It's probably a bit of a depressing one. However, it's just a
Prepare
great album.
yourself for the
Yeah, exactly,
inevitable.
for the inevitable doom. Absolutely. But it also has very danceable tracks.
Yeah,
You know, just as I'm
you and the
you know,
crabs.
exactly me and the crabs just getting down to tend the garden
Under the
as I
sea.
as I long for some grass on my sand island. I assume it's a sand island.
There will be grass somewhere.
Was it purely dirt?
That's depressing. Yeah, it's just a fantastic album. Isn't it? I play this still probably
Still,
most days in work. It's very good. Ten Gardens, great song. Forbearance, Kingdoms Within You, beautiful.
Very nice.
And it'd make me. I think it'd be quite life affirming
hmm,
as I'm,
slowly
counting
dying.
down the
towards,
days.
I feel
heading
like-
towards death.
So you're kind of. How are you mixing up these albums and How I Met Your
Why are
Mother?
we making this so fucking dark?
When are you watching How I Met Your Mother and then whacking this on?
I reckon this is a good sunset album.
Okay,
Yes. Yeah.
Just as I'm getting snug with old Krusty in the corner, as we settle down to watch some How I Met Your Mother in the evening.
So you listen to Sun's Gone Down, then you him you
I mean, you mean, yeah.
you him and like
Yeah,
you and the crabs are him
absolutely. Yeah,
Nice.
just all gather around and him it up.
Quick him.
Absolutely. Next, we've got Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino.
No, he's not done this, has he?
I absolutely have.
Yeah,
There is
I
no.
bet the next
there
one's
is
the car.
No. There is no time in my day where I don't think this album would improve my mood. I would put this on for pre-drinks. I would put this on when I'm having a cack. I put this on in work. No matter what time of day. This is a sunset. This is a sunrise. This is an after him human album, if ever I've heard one. To be honest, I could just have Star Treatment off this album, and I'd still pick it in my 5. So,
I mean, is that enough? Like,
for
I agree.
me-
Do you know what? Star Treatment's one of my all-time favorite songs. I'll say it to you guys. I don't know if I've ever said that. I absolutely
Wow.
love that song.
You really haven't said that before. What?
Never.
The rest of the album, you know what I think about the rest of the album. Most of it. But
Well, we need to grow up because we are approaching
Pauls.
a.
Don't say like a 5-year
We're not.
anniversary or something.
We're past the 5
Please
year.
don't say that.
We're past
Oh,
5
it
years.
happened like 2 months ago. That's annoying.
A month ago.
But yeah, that would be. I reckon that would get the most plays out of my 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my final pick, which is an album that means ever so much to me, it is Bill Ryder-Jones, West Kirby County Primary, which again is quite depressing. But
yeah,
I'm going to break the rules here, and I'm going to ask for the deluxe version because the 2 bonus tracks, I'm having it. It's my game. This is my
your
Crab
game.
Island.
It's not your
It
game.
is.
No.
Let's get the
It's
beeb
not
on,
okay.
and let's have an argument here about who's really in charge.
But the last 2 tracks are a little bit more upbeat, so I'm having them. Satellites is my favourite song off this record. It's very good, and I probably would have a cry, but it also makes me feel good because it reminds me of being,
Not on a
quite
desert
depre-
island.
quite depressed when I was about 17. No, that's a strong word. Not a me
Okay,
best
well.
self,
Okay.
but it's a good thing, you know. That was a very, I mean,
Yeah, sometimes you got to go
Well,
through
yeah,
these lows
just-
to reach these highs,
Just
baby.
kind of just hold that in.
exactly.
You know,
But it's a fucking great album, and I love
But
it.
next time,
and
keep it to yourself.
with the
will you?
lads
I'm
here, aren't you?
so-
You know?
I'm so
Yeah.
excited for
There's
the
a
new
time
Bill
and place,
Ryder-Jones
Carl.
album.
Yeah,
Not here.
we're trying to have
Yeah.
fun here, so that's great. Mostly modern albums.
Yeah.
Relatively, you know, the last 3 there are all. Well, when did the Bill Ryder-Jones one come out? Oh,
2016.
8 years ago, 7 years ago.
Oh, when you put it like that.
Interesting.
Just yeah.
Fam?
I just went for ones that meant something to me.
Well, that's, you know,
Ah,
that's what you wanna
lovely.
do.
That
yeah.
It's my desert island.
bloody lovely.
So
That
do
is.
you want to know about my luxury item?
Oh, yes, please. This is the last of the 3 different things we're picking, by the way.
It's an IKEA pillow.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
mean, that is
Fucking
clever.
nice.
Yeah.
I've just realised I
What
haven't picked
clever
my
boy.
item yet.
I haven't either.
But a pillow was definitely like I mentioned the pillow when I was talking to Lydia about. I mentioned the pillow a few times, but I don't think.
I'm going to change it actually.
You
know
can't.
the big fuck
You
off
can't.
massive. Fuck off. The big fuck off massive bear that
the
IKEA
Uncle
do.
Skog.
Him. He's coming along.
So,
He can be a pal and he can be a pillow.
Yeah, and you
so.
can pump your loads into him as well. So my turn next. So on with TV show, am I?
Starting with it, baby.
That's the structure that you came up with. Yes.
Thank you. So I was very torn between 2 TV shows.
Okay, we just need one fella.
Okay. I was looking for something with some variety, but some story and longevity. And what I landed on was Gilmore Girls.
Why are you building that up? I know. I mean, I know there's an audience here.
Excuse me.
I thought
Hang
you were
on.
going to completely change from what you'd already told us.
You the fucky.
I can't. I'm not living up to your expectations, Cal. This is my life, right? I'll do what the fuck I want to do.
Okay, Bon Jovi.
I did battle with between this and RuPaul's Drag Race, and also Nathan For You came into my mind as well.
I don't even know what that is.
Nathan For You is great. That's all you need to know. But the problem with Nathan For You, there's a lot of it. It's all very funny. But I worry that after, hopefully I'm living to a year and a half like you, Super Cal. I feel like after that much amount of time, I'm going to know the jokes and it might not be as funny. Because it's all
Is that
like,
not going to happen with Gilmore Girls?
this is kind of my point. Is there's more to
Mhm.
Gilmore Girls. There's stories. There's multiple stories. There's character development, and it's also just generally like a good vibe. It makes me feel good. There are some kind of tougher moments and things like that. So there's a good variety of peaks and drops throughout. Excuse me. I worry that RuPaul Drag Race might just get a bit samey. So that's why I went off that. So yeah, landed on Gilmore Girls. I'm happy with that. 7 seasons. If I'm allowed the a day in the life,
Yeah,
4 extra
that's-
episodes.
yeah.
Appreciate that.
I'll let you have it.
So yeah, Gilmore Girls. It is.
That makes sense, that does line up with my expectations of you.
Thanks.
And me, because you told us.
All right. Well, we need to be that. Shall we move on to albums?
No, I think we should just stop it here.
Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. I don't know what order I'm going to do these albums in, and I've not something I've thought about.
There's no it's not like 5 to 1. You
I
just,
know. I
did
know. I
5
just
to
feel
1.
like there should be some sort. Did you?
No.
Good. I say it was the wrong order. It was.
Very concerned. I just feel like there should be some sort of story to this. But anyway, I'm going to start with the one that's number 1 on the list, which was the first one that came to mind. A very recent addition to any of my favourite albums list, and that is Radiohead's In Rainbows. Yeah, Yanni, you guessed it the other day. Not one that's been along for a while for me in my life, but very recently hit hard, Really solid, up the shitter. Solid. Sorry, let me just. Really solid, up the shitter. It's just a perfect album to me. Absolutely perfect. I just think there's so much. There's so many sounds and there's so many different artistic expressions in this one album that could last easily a year and a half. And that's all we're aiming for here on Foals in the podcast.
That's
Is
all-
a year and a half. That's they
After
really
that,
set the
we've
bar.
given up.
Yeah, In Rainbows. Yeah. That's perfect.
Wow,
Well
very
done.
good.
Any thoughts? Any questions?
Thoughts are, I guessed it.
it's a good
But
one.
I'm glad for you because I know you like it. Does that make sense?
My question is, I was going to make the rule that you could only have one album per artist, but I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty much
Given.
Pretty much, yeah, given.
Yes.
But I was also convinced that Liam would break that. Were you ever tempted?
So I'd have OK Computer, Kid A, In Rainbows, Hail to the Thief, Prince Paul. No, I didn't. I very purposely was like, what's my favorite album? Not necessarily my favorite album, but what? Yeah, a mix between favorite album and what would actually I'd want to listen to for a year and a half. Because that's always been in my mind. So for some, there is one coming up which is more of a representative of the artist in a way. Which I know that kind of means nothing, but it was too tough. That was why I asked. Anyway, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. But In Rainbows was always
Maybe.
going to be my pick, and it's not even like me just making sure there's something from Radiohead. I actually think this album's like one of the best albums ever. So from In Rainbows to In Between Dreams by Jack Johnson. That's my next pick.
Wow. Nice.
It's been a staple in my life for a long time. So a lot of it's just nostalgia, I think. But great.
You're going to
album.
need a bit of that, aren't you, when you're there on the island for a year and a half?
Remind you of your childhood and all that. Give yourself
Yeah.
a little cry. Beautifully written songs. His voice is great. The guitar work's fantastic. Just a really great album. And I think like those summer evenings. What better song to work on? Yeah, album. Sorry. What better album? You tell me.
You do you, boo.
There's no comments from me here. I doubt
Oh.
there's comments from Cal. I'm just
Okay.
quite happy with the choices you picked so far.
Lovely. The next one was the one where I mentioned does it have to be studio albums, because for this artist, the next one, I did consider a compilation because it's a very tough one. Very tough one as to which album. But I went with my gut and my skin. And the next one is Brighten the Corners by Pavement. Because I needed Pavement on there, because I needed Malcolmus's wonderful voice and guitar. And, there's a bunch of Malcolmus and Jick's albums, solo albums, Pavement albums I could have picked from here. But my heart lies with Brighten the Corners. So that's the pick.
Yeah, baby.
Well,
There might
I
be
mean-
some overlapping choices here.
Spoilers.
thank God to the Falls on Hill podcast that I can at least semi resonate with that pick.
I love that.
Mm.
What a
Yeah,
time
wow,
to be
what-
alive.
It's only taken how many years?
Gorgeous.
And all it required was a podcast.
Gorgeous. Next one for me is Go Tell Fire to the Mountain by World Unite Lucifer Youth Foundation. I'll show my tattoo, shall I? Where is it?
I need desperate to.
Wait. I mean, it's just it's the album.
You don't need to explain it to me, mate.
Yeah.
I get
I
it.
don't feel like I need to.
I get it.
To everyone at home though, like it's just it is what it is, guys. It's
there and always will be.
It's a masterpiece.
know?
It's a work of art. It's existed in time and space forever and ever. Outside of it, forever and ever and ever and ever.
Amen.
And it'll just be great again on those summer days.
I
You're
wish
hitting
I
this.
understood that album.
You never will.
You know what? I wish you would too, because when it unlocks for you, it's like
I just need to spend more in-person time with you, because there would never be a time where I willingly put it on. But
we need a beach day and we need to listen to Blue Life on the beach. I feel like that'll do it for you.
Watch the
Go
sun
ahead.
go down.
sounds good.
Watch the sun go down. Then my last pick is very tough. I do have some honorary mentions. Can I say a few honorary mentions? Just rattle them.
Yes, I've got a
Absolutely.
few. Yeah.
Because I've got 5 others that were could have
Yeah.
easily been into place. So, but the one that I think, let me just look for this list again. Yeah, I think the one that's stuck here in my actual 5 picks is Ben Howard's I Forget Where We Were.
Wow. Just
Wow.
in case you want to end your time on the island a bit early.
Yeah.
Oh,
Heavy
I
album.
mean,
But it's
bombshell.
for them moments, It's for them
Yeah.
times. I mean, it's got a lot of, strangely, a lot of positive memories for me. Me and Lydia used to listen to it in the car all the time. As well as Justin Bieber's Justice, which was so close to making it to the list.
Only mention, is it?
Only mention. But yeah, again, incredible album. So much to kind of enjoy. A good bit of variety as well. And yes, don't know. Big work for you. Well,
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I'm very impressed with your picks, Liam.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Do you want to hear my only mentions?
Nah. Yeah, come on.
What do you think of them? This one was the closest. This one was actually on my list within Rainbow straight away, but I actually ended up bumping it. Was Graceland by Paul Simon. In Between Dreams kind of took the spot, I think. Similar spot in my mind for both those albums, just because of when I listened to them and stuff. Next one, I wish it could have been 10, because I feel like this top 10 is great. Next one is Humbug, Arctic Monkeys. Because I listened to that today and I just remembered just how much I love that album. The correct Arctic Monkeys pick. The next one was The English Riviera by Metronomy, which again was a tough one for the band, but I think is a full album. That's my favourite, and also was very much fit being stuck on an island. Sunny Side Up by Paolo Nutini.
Oh.
That
fantastic. That's
Yeah.
a great choice.
That was tough. That again was the In Between Dreams. I only really needed one of them, but that was very close. And then the last one was Reflected by Arcade Fire, which again was a tough one to pick an album from them. But again, there's a full album, and I feel like that was the one. But I think Ben Howard took that, which I know it sounds like a strange substitute, but
Yeah.
kind of the same spot. So yeah, I was so close with all them because they all just kind of feed the same energies for me. But that's that.
That's lovely.
Very solid
That
stuff.
leaves one more thing, and that is a mystery item. What are you gonna bring?
It is a mystery because I haven't thought of it. So, I mean, first thing I would need to bring insulin. So
This year and a half is being
that would
cut
last
down
possibly
quite
2
significantly.
days without that. 2,
At a
3
push.
days, maybe. It would be a horrible few days as well. But I'm
Oh.
gonna assume that like I just don't need that. You know,
No, I mean
Um,
that's
You
not a
built up a
luxury.
tolerance.
That's a necessity.
that's a necessity. If I'm really like struggling to bring 5 albums out of 10 albums, my priorities are probably in the wrong place. So let's just ignore the insulin thing. And I think I would bring a Swiss Army knife, which is many things.
Clever
you may
man.
know. The key thing's a knife.
Boring
Key thing's a blade. It is boring, but like, what am I going to say? A fucking dildo.
If you want.
Well, I can make
Well,
one.
we won't
So,
judge you.
like, you know what I mean? I've got a
You
Swiss
can
Army
make
knife
one.
now.
What are you gonna make one out of?
Customized
Come on, I'm
Don't you
interested.
Swiss
worry
Army
about
knife.
that. Don't you
No,
worry
that's
about
fast. Come on.
that. Bones. You know?
Who's?
I'm killing animals left, right, and centre. Crabs. Do you know what I mean? I'm sculpting
Back
this
off
shit.
my crab friends.
A crab's bones? Did you say?
Crabs bones. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming that
Okay.
I'm on the same island as Callum. I'll kill him and I'll
bones.
use his
I love some crab bones,
use his
mate.
femur.
I'm scrappy.
Well, I can do anything with my Swiss Army knife. so I'm
Scrappy
saying
doo.
it's, that's the best pick.
Puppy power. Yanni, your choices, please. TV show.
My choice is TV show. Well, I've had to decide this very last minute.
No, yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah, it's a TV show. It's going to be New Girl. Replay value is high. I've just finished. I've just finished rewatching the whole series about a week ago. So yeah,
Okay, his first thought is interesting. We've all picked TV shows with a feminine figure in the title.
well that's because
Interesting,
they're the best.
They're the best.
TV shows.
They're the best species. Women are the best. Second of all, is there one deciding factor in this?
What, Zoe Deschanel?
Oh, well, I didn't say
No.
it.
Don't like coy with me, boy. Don't like coy, boy.
Boy.
No, I love it. It gives me that nostalgic feel. I watched it when I lived back in North Wales when I first watched it, and and it is my comfort watch, like Eve Cal for How I Met Your Mother.
Yum.
That was a very badly strung together sentence, but yeah, that is my comfort watch. It's always the one, and I could watch it for at least a year and a half, and that's what really matters.
Wow. Yeah.
But
That's impressive.
That's what you want.
How long is the series, Jan?
it is, I believe it's 7 seasons, but the last one is like very short. It's like 10 episodes or something. 8 episodes. Yeah, 7 seasons. But it doesn't matter because I'll just rewatch it again.
It's smart though that we've all gone for long. Like Gilmore Girls is like 7 seasons of 23 episodes or something. Like we've all done pretty well here in terms of just, none of us are watching a limited series because that would be a
Yeah.
bad choice.
It would be, because a year and a half of a limited series. No,
Very
no thanks.
limited.
Yeah. Now we go to the albums, and the 5th one has yet to be decided. So this is going to be fun as we get down to it. My number 1, and I will say out of all of them, this is definitely the only numbered one out of them, because I knew this was going to be the one. That's the whole reason why I suggested doing this for episode 100, because I knew I had this one in mind, would be Total Life Forever by Foals. I love that album so much. I almost don't understand why as well. It seems like a bit of a random one, I suppose, but it brings back memories, good and bad, and I love every song on it. It's just a joyous experience every time I listen to it. It's just one I always go to. Comfort.
I
Yeah,
don't
man.
listen to full albums of Foals near as much as I should.
Me
Wow,
neither.
interesting. Liam, anything?
Yeah,
It
no,
felt
I
like you
don't.
should have, come off of that, really.
Sorry, Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I'm not a full album Foals kind of guy, so I don't think I've ever listened to it in full. I
Yeah.
always tend to get bored, if I'm honest. But I'm happy for you. I know you love that album.
I do. I remember the day I bought it on record, and then I ended up back at your house for some reason. Don't know
Okay,
why,
well,
but
let's not go into that.
yeah,
Um,
well, I had to pay it back somehow, didn't I?
Total Life Forever.
Yeah, baby. Next up is Hotel Fire to the Mountain, Blue Life.
Oh, that's a good
For
pick.
the same reasons that Liam has said, and more, but I won't name them all. It is phenomenal. It is one of my favourite albums of all time. It's on my body. So, it's only right that it should be with me when I die.
440.
You've all gone very quiet when I'm doing mine. I'm not like
I mean,
Just me listening
you
to
are
you
just
talk.
talking. Yeah.
I know, but I feel like we were bouncing off one of another before. One of another.
But I think it's a perfect pick.
I don't know that album very well, so I don't.
Don't you,
I can't
Carl?
really say.
Never-
You know what, Carl? You know what we should do? We should go to a beach, put this on, and then you'll like it.
Yeah, we'll see.
My left of field choice now. You ready for this, boys?
Go ahead.
It's come in very recently, within the last
Oh, I know.
year and a half, maybe, actually. Or maybe just year. It's Crash by Charli XCX.
What a great choice.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm going to want to fucking boogie.
Mm.
I don't want to be sad and miserable the whole time on this desert island. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to have a fucking great time.
Do you know what the best part about it is as well, yeah?
Come on.
No inhibitions.
No
You're-
inhibitions, baby.
You will be
Mm.
twerking so hard.
My dick will be swinging all over this island.
No inhibitions. Callum.
What?
It's just so funny the way you said that. You're not funny. Callum, Yanni, I think I'm happy that you picked a pop album because I was.
Is this
I
the
was
first
really trying
female
to...
artist that's featured in,
Well, let's
in
not
this list?
let's not get
Oh,
into
why
any.
people- why
you
people
know?
that?
Let's not get into any of
Hey,
that,
Oh,
please.
boys. And it's me who said it. I'm
ooh.
surprised.
Well, Metronomy have a lady,
No, just
and
me
so
then.
with Reflect, so with Arcade Fire. So
Mm.
in my only mentions,
It's probably best not to bring them up again. Yeah, so Charli XCX Crash, I'd have a whale of a time with that, and I was very confident with picking that. So I'm glad that you boys. I don't really care if you approve.
No,
and
like
next
I was
up-
saying, sorry, I am glad that someone's got a pop album of some sort because I did want
Hmm.
something a bit more poppy, and just
Oh, did you?
couldn't think of a full album that I really enjoyed.
Well, I've just told you,
I
mate.
say Justin Bieber
Um,
was close.
Mm,
Think on
next up is Strokey Stroke. The Strokes. Is this it?
Is this it?
Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Yeah. This is number 4. This album I'm picking because if I want to rock out, it does the job. Yeah, baby. That's what I'll be doing, tongue out and everything.
Hey, Jan,
Uh,
no inhibitions, mate.
No,
you cocked it out from Crash, isn't it?
it is.
It's not going
Certainly
away.
is. No,
You
it's
know,
not
Put his hair
anymore.
into a Mohican.
Yeah, stays out past Crash. Is this it? Yes, I'm picking this album. I love this album so much. Again, nostalgic for me. And I don't know what else to really say about it other than, yeah, I picked it, so deal with it.
Whoa.
Oh, I mean,
Hardcore, man.
Consider
I'm
it
so
dealt
glad.
with.
Any comments?
No.
Um,
Been put in
Yeah.
place.
I think that's fair. I think that's probably the best full Strokes album. So
Definitely is.
That's-
That is in no.
yeah, it's pretty straight.
I don't know what I'm getting at.
It is in a centre shame.
No, it's the Strokes.
Shame, mate.
It's the Strokes. Episode
Hey,
100. All these
Awesome.
jokes have got to be in it.
Strokes.
Dragon
Stroke
wheels.
yours.
I hope you like the juxtaposition with Charli XCX. Come on, let's get them all in. Yeah. Sorry.
It's not sorry, mate. It's
No, that's not even the thing you say.
it's
No, that's
You
not
need to
even
no need
the
to
thing.
apologise.
Jesus Christ. We've only been doing this for 100
Ah,
episodes. There's been more
I'm
than
tired.
100.
I'm tired.
Don't kid yourselves. Um,
Come on, Jan. Bring her up the
and
rear.
the sorry, the last one, I'm really gonna struggle, but in this very moment in
Just
time,
read it out phonetically, mate.
I'm going
Sound by
to
Say
I'm
what you
go-
see.
you, you say it, you see it. I'm going to go for Mac DeMarco Salad Days. Salad Days. Because that does give beach vibes.
They
And I
do.
haven't really got a beach vibes album. And it's just easy listening, man.
Yeah, man.
Easy listening. So my only mentions were I Don't Live Here Anymore, War on Drugs.
Nice.
Third Eye Blind by Third Eye Blind, because it's the
Oh,
best album of all time.
God.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what?
Liam.
I went through my record collection as part of this because I thought that's the best
Yeah.
place to start. I didn't even register that as I went past it. I
Well,
100%
your
would put it
fault.
on my list.
Humbug, Arctic Monkeys, Liam. Wavelengths. Panic Prevention, Jamie T. And it would have been Bright in the Corners by Pavement.
Wow. Look at
My
us.
look, who would have thought? My what was it? Is it luxury or mystery?
Luxury item.
Because I would know, so it wouldn't be a mystery, would it? Would it? Would it? Would be? And I'm gonna be really boring here. An acoustic
you're like-
guitar.
I was going to say acoustic, but I had a feeling you would, so I didn't want to take it from you.
Oh yeah, I was sort of hoping you wouldn't say. You didn't,
Yeah.
so it fell right into my lap.
But we're here together, so
Um,
you and I. Callum's not; he's already dead. But we're coming after.
You're outliving the 18 months, are you?
No,
Are
we
you
just
just
come
gonna
after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I need your FEMA, don't I? So
what are all
we're-
these crabs doing here? You know?
Wow.
It's calm. So yeah, that's it. That is DID, Castaway Records, whatever.
did
I
I
hope
do?
DID. Episode 100. Thank you for listening and watching when that eventually became a thing. You've seen the progression if you're still here, or maybe you're new. And if you are new, well, there's only one thing to do, and that is ding the bell, subscribe, and like. All those things. Comment as well. What do you agree with any choices? What would your choices have been? How long do you? I want to pose this question to us and the people not watching. How long do you actually reckon that each of us would survive on a desert island?
How long do we think?
I genuinely reckon I'd be about a day and a half. I think I'd just end it all.
If I didn't have a, oh God.
Standard the coconut tree.
And
over
that's
twats
it. That's
in
the
head.
podcast. There we go. I reckon. I mean, we've not really talked in depth about what this island consists of.
I'm thinking
Nothing.
like it's
You're
a
massive
jungle.
fuck off speaker.
It's like lost kind of. There's a lot of shit going on. You're
So
a
we're in
rainforest.
purgatory.
You were in purgatory exactly. There's a smoke monster. Now we're on a beach and there's there are resources out there if you can do this shit. Now I personally think, diabetes aside, I think I could do pretty well. I do
Oh,
think I think I've got I've got it in me. Pretty tough guy. Pretty tough guy.
I
Now,
feel like when push comes to shove, you can be quite resourceful, but you also do like to dilly dally.
but I've got so much time, so
we are putting
do I
aside
need
the
to-
diabetes.
We're
aren't we?
now talking about a man who forgot to order himself Diet Coke once and nearly died in the night.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have Diet Coke
There's no
on a
Diet
desert
Coke.
island, would he?
There's no Diet Coke. There are no Blue Lagoons.
No.
Well,
Well,
maybe Valadian. Like the film, Blue Lagoon. Or was it Monster? I don't remember. Anyway,
I don't know what you're saying.
I think
Monster,
I'd outlive
Blue
all of
Lagoon,
you,
Lady.
and no one would see it coming, but I would.
Carl's lasting a year and a half, so we know the answer there, don't we?
Yeah.
And that's that, is it?
I
Guys,
believe it is.
guys, guess what?
We'll be back next week with normal episodes.
We
Yeah.
will. Guys,
Guys.
100.
100 not out.
0 to 100. So quick, man. So quick.
So quick. we're gonna.
Wonder how many
crash.
episodes we've actually done.
Lots.
6,000. Right, we're going now. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.